Hello, everyone. As you guys know, there is going to be a final coming up, and so I'm recording this video to give you a brief final review session, just to let you know and to clarify what's going to be on the final. The first thing that you need to know is that the final is going to be virtually the same as the midterm in format. That is, it's going to ask you a variety of questions based on multiple choice, short answer, and to identify very similar elements. So in that sense, we're not doing anything different. Same thing you've been doing with the midterm, same thing you've been doing with the quizzes. But of course, the material is different. So what I want to go over today is just to let you know exactly what material will be covered on the final. So as you can see here, I have this handy final study guide labeled Spring 2025. And so this is exactly what's going to be on the final. We're going to start with No No Boy by John Okada. That is our novel. We have two short stories, Mukherjee's The Middleman and Will Hassan's The Homecoming. In addition, we have the comic books. And the bulk of this, what we've been doing, of course, are these comics. Satrapi's Persepolis Volume 1, Bui's The Best We Can Do, Yang's American-Born Chinese, and Wilson Alfona's Miss Marvel, No Normal. Okay, again, it's not quite as much as a midterm, but again, how are you supposed to keep all these things straight? So basics, right? Characters. Who are the main characters? Settings. Where and when does a story happen? Key plot points or moments. Things like, well, what exactly happened? Themes and symbols. What does it all mean? And of course, I will be asking you about key quotes, which was honestly my favorite part of these tests. But again, these quotes could be about character or theme or anything else important. And again, any quotes used will have appeared during the videos and discussions. All right. So again, this midterm is designed to not mess you up or confuse you, but to make sure that you've been paying attention and following along with the lectures and the readings and all the different assignments. And so really there's nothing that's here that should be a surprise. The goal is, again, to test what you know and remember, not to trick you with unexpected questions and ideas. So say you went through and you sort of reviewed everything, make sure you get a good sense of what's going on. What should you know about the final? Like I said, it's a combination. It should be familiar. Combination of multiple choice, fill in the blank, short answer questions. Again, the short will have slightly longer. We'll have a really short answer questions and then a slightly longer short answer questions. I'm going to give you the topics as I did during the midterm so you can have a sense of what you should be looking out for as you study or as you look over this material. And again, the final will be timed once you start. In this case, the final will be 2 hours long. So you will have more time to complete the final than the midterm, though they are actually roughly the same length in terms of the number of questions. You just have more time to work things out. Okay, again, open book, open note, and just make sure you complete it. Give yourself the time limit and complete it within that time limit. I do want to, again, encourage you to study beforehand, because if you have to spend a lot of time looking for the answers, that's going to slow you down and you may not have time to get to the short answer questions. All right, so if you have more questions, here I am. But there's no one else here, so, you know. But I do have a discussion board where you can ask individual questions and specific questions about the individual works and the things that we've talked about and covered. All right? So what are the topics for the short answers? Here they are. Number one, it's that question of humanization. Again, think about, are we still trying to just humanize minorities, humanize Asians, so we treat them like people? You want to just think about the connections and overlap between the stories in these sections. What sort of things do they have in common? specific elements, general specific themes and ideas. And then consider maybe the specifics of this work of the section where we talk about things like transformation, where we continue to talk about the generation gap, and we continue to consider these ideas of coming of age. So once again, for the short answers or the slightly longer short answers, you want to try to do 2 to 3 paragraphs. You want to be able to refer to specific moments in the works instead of just talking about them in a general sense. And also make sure that you have a clear topic sentence and a clear way that you're answering the question. So pretty much that's it, guys. Thank you for coming by and sticking with me this whole semester. Hope things are working out for you. If you're graduating, congratulations. You're ready to move on. If you're not, hey, maybe you'll come back to see me in another class. So once again, thank you for your time and effort in this class. This is it. This is the big moment. The due dates will be listed clearly. The final will basically start on Monday, and the final time to be turning it in will be Friday. So you'll have a whole week to plan your time for when you want to take this final. So again, if you have individual questions, there is the discussion board, and good luck, and we'll see you soon.